What's up guys, Peter here from Reviews on Anything, and today we find ourselves in my kid's bedroom. Don't mind the fluffy bunny in the background, we're talking about this boxing bag here today, and the reason we are in my kid's bedroom is up there. There are two hooks in the ceiling meant for a swing, so that's the perfect place for me to hang this boxing bag on. Obviously, when I do my home training here on the bag, I move a bit of stuff out of the way, but there's plenty of space here to have a good workout. Now this bag here is part of the Giant Inside sort of full home training package from RDX. There's quite a lot included in the package, jump rope, some keychains, some hand training device, which is all a bit of spielerij. What we're really interested in is the bag here and the gloves that also come with the package. Now when it comes to the gloves, I got quite a lot of heat in some Everlast glove video that I made quite a while ago. Everybody goes crazy that it's not a competitive glove, that it's not for heavy bag work, yada yada yada, which I'm sure is all true. For the record, I'm not a professional MMA fighter. I'm not Buakaw Propamuk, nor am I Sam Shield. I'm just a guy that likes to train at home, do a bit of punching on a bag. So, you know, when I say these gloves are fine for everyday use, fine for your average user, and probably fine for most gyms, then that's what I mean. I don't mean that they're suitable to take into a ring on a K1 event. So take the video and the review of the gloves in the bag with that into context. Now these gloves obviously are white and these are the 16-ounce version. If that is too heavy for you, or if the color is not of your taste, then they have several other options available as well. So there is some flexibility when it comes to the full training packages. The gloves I find them quite nice. I like them slightly on the heavy side with 16 ounces since I'm a fairly heavy guy with over 200 pounds. So that works good for me. They have good padding, they're comfortable, and they have all kinds of special venting techniques and whatever going on, which I'm sure is great, but you're going to sweat a lot on them and they're going to start stinking if you don't take care of them properly. Then we come to the big boy, the bag itself. It is quite an enormous box, obviously, that you're getting sent home, because it is a one-piece thing. It's not something you assemble, apart from the chains on the top. And I have to say that it did smell quite a bit like mold and warehouse when I first opened the packaging, even though it was sort of sealed in a plastic bag, so that is something to take into consideration. This is the black bag, obviously with this sort of grayish RDX printing, also here on the bottom, with a bit of red accents. Quite nice, you know, super simple, I think. It doesn't really matter what it says on the bag itself, but it's semi-stylish. Turn around, you can see that it's mostly just black with dumb lettering on it. You do get everything in the box that you need for installing this. Obviously I already had the swing hooks in the ceiling. You don't have that, that's not an issue, because you get everything in the box, the chains, the hooks, plugs and everything. But make sure that you obviously hang this up properly, because you're going to be punching this, so there's going to be quite a lot of strain on the hook that is in your ceiling. So make sure you do that properly. It's going to involve some serious drilling for sure. Now then, the bag itself. I've been using this for about 2 months now, and it's holding up pretty well. It's not the hardest bag. You can see that there's certainly, you know, when you squeeze it, quite a lot of give in the bag. So it does require, let's say, some fluffing every once in a while, because, you know, you're going to be punching in this area most of the time. The same thing with kicking. So it helps to sort of roll the bag around every once in a while to redistribute the filling a little bit. Otherwise, you're certainly going to get a lot of dents. So far, not that many marks and scuffs on it. It's held up pretty well. It's not damaged or broken or anything, and the chain is holding up pretty well on its part as well. So overall, you know, I can say that I haven't broken it, so that's certainly a good thing, I think. But again, like I said in the beginning, I'm not a professional MMA fighter. So, you know, I'm sure that a super pro that trains 6 hours a day is going to break it at some point. But I don't think this is meant for those people. So who is this for then, is maybe a good question to answer at this point. I think I'm exactly the target group. Somebody who works out a lot and has a few extra hours available at home, but doesn't want to, you know, shell out 2,000 euro for some fitness equipment, nor has the space for it, to be honest. This is a perfect solution. It's not, you know, super expensive, certainly not cheap either, but it's a perfect thing to hang in a kid's room. In my case, I can easily take it off as well, and I can just have my workout here for 45 minutes when I have some time before I pick up the kids from school, for example. Because you get the gloves and everything included, you know, it's an all-in-one package. Like I said, the jump rope and the hand squeeze training tool and stuff, it's a bit spielerij, but you also get some hand wraps, for example. So, you know, you buy this and you are effectively good to go right away. Altogether, I quite like this. It's easy, it's fast, workouts are fun, and there's a ton of things you can do with workout trackers and so on, so you can go as crazy as you want. Sometimes I put like an iPad up with some instruction videos for some extra technique training. And all in all, it's a great non-professional tool to have a good workout at home without having to go anywhere and without having to sacrifice a lot of room with a permanent giant piece of fitness equipment. Any downsides? Well, it is heavy, so if you are, I would say, a woman or a less strong or less big person, it is a bit cumbersome to move around, especially because it's so big. So you might need 2 people for that the day before your workout, that you actually have it hanging and can get going. But if you have plenty of space, then I suppose you can hang it up permanently. It will break at some point, you know, it is gonna crack. That is inevitable, I'd say, but it's easily to fix with some duct tape. But it's certainly not a lifelong product, I think. Altogether, I think for the purpose that it is designed for, and for the people that it's designed for, which I would account myself as one of those, it is a very nice product, a very complete product where you can have a good enough workout at home to justify its price tag. And because you get the gloves and the wraps and everything else included, it's easy, you don't have to really think about it, you just order it and you have everything at home right away, you can get started. So altogether, I quite like this. It's a nice product, it looks semi-okay, I think. You know, it's never going to look good and stylish in your interior to have a giant boxing bag hanging around. But here, you know, in a bedroom, it is not that bad at all. And altogether, it is a product that has held up pretty good to, you know, the punishment that I've put into it. Same thing goes for the gloves, actually. They're still holding up pretty well. All in all, I think RDX has done a great job in designing a product for exactly people like me. And I think the product represents, you know, a lot of fun and a lot of workouts in, you know, a very simple package, basically. And it's also a good sort of first introduction and first step, maybe to more competitive boxing or to a more serious sort of fight sport career. This is Peter from Reviews on Anything with a look at the RDX Giant Inside Boxing Bag and Gloves. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel, that always helps us out a lot, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!